Welcome to a Soma live art presentation and guided meditation journey. Soma live art is a channeled vibration. It's a portal into a higher realm of consciousness. As you are gazing upon this live art right now, allow your intuition to reveal to you a portal. A portal is an entrance into a higher realm of consciousness. Each Soma live art has a portal waiting for you to enter through. So slowly take 3 deep breaths in, relax your body, and the portal will reveal itself to you. Don't second guess yourself, just jump right in. You have arrived. To receive a healing today, keep your focus on the portal. Take 1 more deep breath in, hold for 3 seconds, and release. This will expand your consciousness and prepare you for today's journey. Now please close your eyes. The Soma live art you are gazing at is called The Correction. So your eyes are closed. I would like for you to take your attention now to your feet. Feeling the soles of your feet. They're becoming lighter. You can feel a warm, soft breeze lapping up from your heels to your toes. You are receiving a foot massage, waves of joy, washing over the bottom of your feet, and sweeping over your toes, and heading for your ankles. And this warm, gentle breeze feels so good. And it slowly moves up your legs now and wraps around your knees. You can actually feel a tingling sensation behind your knees. Your body is responding very favorably to this gentle, loving massage by the waves of joy. And now to create an energy wave, take a deep breath in and hold to the count of 5. And when you release your breath out, do it out through your mouth, which will be creating a breeze that goes from your head down to your knees, meeting the waves of joy that you created there. And now your body is ready to take today's journey. You are open to receiving the correction. So let's begin. In your mind's eye, I would like for you to picture you are standing in the center of a beam of light. You cannot see anything outside the light, as it's all encompassing and totally surrounding you. However, you can hear very soft, gentle music. And that calms you and makes you feel safe. And just when you think, I could stay here forever, your eyesight begins to clear because the light is softly fading and then vanishes completely. And you find yourself standing at the beginning of a very long white hall. And this hall is lined with people on one side only. Some male and some female. And strangely, they all look somewhat familiar to you. They're all wearing white clothes, which makes them fade into the white wall they are standing in front of. And with their backs to the wall, they are looking across to the other side, but there's no wall there. It's just blue sky and soft clouds that seem to go on forever. This whole vision for you is like otherworldly, and yet somehow familiar. A deep, peaceful voice, seemingly coming from the end of the hall, makes your heart vibrate and melt. You cannot see who is speaking, just a distant outline of brighter light that seems to vibrate as the voice speaks directly to you. Come, do not be afraid, the deep voice says. Take your time and slowly walk towards me. But be sure to stop in front of each person before you pass them and look directly in their eyes. Take the time to look into their soul and extend love from your precious heart to theirs. Sense a divine connection with each person you pass. And then in your own time, move to the next person in the line. And when you get to a person you feel an intense connection, you will know that this is your soulmate. And when you do, take their hands and enjoy the love exchange between you two. The clouds in the hall create a mystery that seems to float you along. The hall is very bright and full of light and people in white. You feel like you've done this walk before. And each person you gaze upon seems to welcome you, though they don't speak. But you see a twinkle in their soul's eyes. And you immediately feel the joy that they're offering. It's like a warm embrace. And you gaze, extending love from your precious heart. And for a moment, you feel totally accepted and completely loved by everyone. It feels like one heart loving itself. And every time you finish a gaze, you smile, nod your head, put your hands in prayer position, and then slowly move to the next person. There is such lovely music playing, and the warmth of the bright light seems to soothe you. And with each soul's connection, it seems to be expanding your capacity to love. And after connecting with dozens of people in the line, you come to a person that you just can't seem to move away from. You want to continue, but you just simply cannot take your eyes off their eyes. Soul to soul, it seems like two souls merging in unconditional love. And after several minutes of intense gazing, it seems so natural for you to hold out your hands, and they sweetly place theirs in yours. A feeling of deep satisfaction fills your heart. You can feel the love exchange, and it has truly changed you. And the deep voice at the end of the hall then continues. The connection is made. This is your soulmate for your next journey to Earth. Together, you will share the happiness of knowing who you are in the essence of your being. You are pure spirit and dearly loved. And with that, the spark of the Holy Spirit entered into your body to remind you that you are never alone if you should ever forget. The next thing you know, you are barreling through space, still holding hands with your soulmate. You are in a wind tunnel of light, floating toward Earth. The light becomes so bright you immediately close your eyes, but you can still see and feel the light even with your eyes closed. Suddenly you become aware that you're no longer holding hands, but also there is a slowing down motion that has captured your full attention. And you come to a solid stop. You can now feel the ground below your feet. And you gently open your eyes and find yourself inside an enormous crystal cave. Large crystals, clear points are hanging from the ceiling and glowing with light. And multicolored crystals line the walls of this beautiful sacred space. And dozens of people are sitting and standing and chatting with one another. And they're sitting on crystal chairs and leaning on stunning, glowing tables. This place is truly magical. But oddly, not one of them seems the least bit interested in your arrival. And there's a sign up high on the crystal wall that reads, Jiva Light School. And you can see there's lots of desks laid out in a row. The energy in here is very high and creatively exciting. And a man at the front of the classroom speaks in a commanding voice. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations. You have all graduated. You've learned how to apply your corrections, and I am so proud of you all. And it's now time to celebrate, so let's go outside. So you follow along as everyone's heading for the cave entrance. And then out to a bright, sunny day. Wow, it's a piece of heaven. The outside is in full bloom. The birds are singing. And the gentle breeze is dancing over the trees. The air feels fresh and refreshing. And you are so happy to be sharing in this celebration. There's kids running in the field. Dogs are chasing them. They're screaming in delight. And the adults watching are smiling from ear to ear. And there's so many people hugging and loving the day. And then the head man yells out again, "Time to celebrate." And everyone was on the same page, it seems. And then a teenage girl who is standing in front of you says to you, "It's a new day, one we can be proud of, and I vow to get it right this time. I now know how to make the corrections." And then she bounces off chasing a butterfly who just caught her attention. The gardens are full to be harvested with fruits and vegetables. And all the men, women, and children waste no time gathering juicy, fresh produce, placing it in their aprons and baskets. And several men are bringing long tables out from the cave and placing them on an open grassy lawn full of chairs. And waves of joy seem to overcome you, and you can't help but join in. And you find yourself in the garden picking fresh apples, which are abundant in the trees. Everyone is so happy and so busy. And before you know it, the harvest tables are filled with a bounty of food. And everyone is sitting down, including you, ready to feast and celebrate. the head of the table taps his glass 3 times, signaling he's about to offer a prayer. So everyone spontaneously holds hands. That way everyone is connected and equal. And he says, "We give thanks for this day, as we given thanks for each and every day up till now. And I honor each and every one of you for doing the work, learning how to make your corrections so that you can elevate your light. Look at what we have created. This entire garden of fresh food for us to feast on, grown by all of us using crystal power and love, of course. Let's bless this colorful array of fruits and vegetables in the name of love and light." And then everyone releases their hands and starts to clap. Gratitude fills the air, and respect and pride is evident everywhere. And then you notice one by one, everyone placing their hands in prayer position over their hearts, pausing, their heads hovered over their plate of food with their hands, eyes closed, putting a personal blessing of abundance over their plate of food before they eat. It's so sweet. And then the silence is broken by a loud declaration. "Blessings, our beautiful planet Jiva." And then everyone in unison repeats, "Blessings to Jiva." Jiva, you say to yourself? Where am I? And then you and everyone else, don't waste a moment. You're indulging in the delicious bounty of fresh food, the likes of which you have never tasted before. And each bite seems to increase your feelings of bliss. But then you remember your burning question, and you decide to ask the lady sitting beside you, "Can you please tell me about this planet Jiva? I'm new here," you say, and introduce yourself. "My name is Cam," she says. "Jiva is a planet where souls come to for contemplation, where we learn how to do the corrections, to evolve to a higher possibility." "What exactly are corrections?" you ask her. Corrections are the ability to change any fear into love again, because the essence of our being, our eternal spirit, is after all pure love. Learning how to make corrections means tapping into love, which is our creative nature. Because we have free will, we can choose from many different possible scenarios for making loving corrections, Cam says. "That sounds really interesting," you say. "But can you give me an example, please?" So Cam continues. "Okay. It's important to know your ego, fear-based self, because it's the aspect of you that suffers. And obviously, suffering is never a good thing. So," Cam continues, "let's say you find yourself feeling hurt or angry, frustrated, jealous, some fear-based energy. We are taught that you pause, say to yourself 3 times, I can choose peace over this. I can choose peace over this. I can choose peace over this. And then connect with the Holy Spirit inside you and listen for the guidance. The Holy Spirit can turn any situation into love and peace. You only need to ask. For example, let's say someone says something really nasty to you, and your first impulse is to defend yourself. Get upset as you always do. Well, we have been taught here on Jiva to first offer forgiveness to yourself for getting upset, then do the pause, which means go very quiet inside, connect to your divine source or Holy Spirit, say 3 times, I can choose peace over this, and then ask for guidance. The Holy Spirit's voice is always very soft and sweet. And it might say something like, for example, tell the person who just hurt your feelings, how can I be more present for you? I feel your pain. Or, I am here for you. Can I give you a hug? Or looking soul to soul, you might say, we can bring peace to this. Anyway, those are just examples. Because when the egoic situations come up in real time, the guidance is always quite profound. It's an end to our suffering. Peace is always our goal. And communing with the Holy Spirit, being in service to humanity, makes life so beautiful and loving. Wow, thank you, Cam, for sharing that with me, you say. This is a real eye-opener. I never knew this before. And I have certainly had my share of suffering in past lives. And then you continue. So Cam, let me just get this straight. When we make our corrections, changing fear into love, we download more light, and eventually we become lighter and lighter. And when we have completed all our corrections, then we do not visit Earth School anymore. Is that what you're saying? Yes, exactly, Cam says. You will finally graduate. But that's only the beginning, because life is eternal. Earth School is only for discovering that we have the free will to extend love, which is our true nature. Because strangely, somehow we have forgotten that. You can hear music starting to play from a large stage in the field. And one by one, the people who have finished eating, they get up and begin to dance and swirl, thoroughly enjoying themselves. The music is really good. And the beat is very engaging. So you can't help, you start to dance. And you're feeling like you don't have a care in the world. And you close your eyes and you're moving to the music. You feel weightless and so full of joy. Actually, waves of ecstasy are moving through you like you've never experienced before. This new knowledge is definitely a game changer, and you can feel it. And suddenly you have the sensation that someone is holding your hand. So you open your eyes. There, right in front of you, smiling and grinning in ecstasy too, is your soulmate again. And you immediately ask them, "Do you know what I know? Do you know about the corrections?" "Yes, this is very exciting. Come, it's time for us to go back to Earth now. We get to share the corrections with all of our brothers and sisters. Come, the rainbow portal is opening. It's time for us to go," they say. Your soulmate takes your hand and leads you out into the field. And there in the distance you can see a very large, very colorful rainbow. A gateway portal to another Earth journey. And still holding hands, you both dance through the field, so happy to be sharing another amazing adventure again. And just before reaching the rainbow archway, you say to your soulmate, who is still holding your hand, "Please tell me your name. I do not want to lose you on the journey back to Earth." "Oh, silly," your soulmate replies. "You can never lose me, because everyone you meet will be your soulmate. Every person and every situation will offer you an opportunity to make your corrections, to connect to the Holy Spirit and receive guidance. You are never alone. And don't forget, if we cannot extend love, then we extend forgiveness, of course. Those are our only two options." "It's going to be fun this time," they say with enthusiasm. So holding hands, you both jump over the rainbow. And in midair, at the exact same time, in harmony, you both yell out loud, "Only love is real." And that's the last thing you remember. And now slowly coming back into your body. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. And slowly opening your eyes. As you are gazing once again upon the Soma Live art presentation, give a prayer of gratitude to the portal that led you into the correction. So until the next time, take a deep breath in, smile, Your journey today is now complete. May the love in my heart go from me to you.